All right, buddy. So what's your name and where you from?
My name's Seth Anthony, bro. I'm from Fort Pierce, Florida, man. Florida boy, born and raised. Um,
Good old
been doing
Florida,
music.
man.
Yeah, good Florida boy, man. And
That's
never left, bro. Never left.
I tell you what, before I started doing this whole YouTube prison thing, just coming on YouTube and still in my little box over here in Virginia, my mind was opened a lot when I went to prison about lifestyles. But when I started doing this, Florida, man, I always thought it was just some retirement place, chilling, maybe down in Miami might get a little wild every now and then, but hell
nah,
no, that shit's wide
nah.
open.
Bro, you don't want to get jammed up in Florida, man.
Oh
Florida is
my.
not the place to get jammed up at, man. They're giving a lot of time, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
A lot of time.
Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, Matt, that was on the show not too long ago. He's buddies with you, man, and he sent me your way. And you're out here doing your thing, man. You're out here doing your thing. Got your own lane. You built your own lane, and I'm looking forward to hearing that. But you obviously been to the pen as well. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, man. I spent almost half my life behind bars, man. I got locked up for the first time. I was probably about 14 or 15. Breaking into cars and shit, man. Just being a young dumb kid, man. You know what I mean? I didn't have a father growing up,
yeah.
so I hung out with all the jitterbugs on the street, man, and got caught up there. Got out, did my little 21 days in the detention hall. Got out. I was out for a little bit. Was doing good, working and everything, and then me and my stepbrother ended up catching a robbery charge, and we both went away for a year to like the programs. I went to a program in Miami. He went to Fort Pierce. And
Juvie
then
still?
yeah, it was juvie. Yeah, so I didn't even finish the program. Because those programs are wild. You're fighting every day and everything in there. So I didn't even finish. It was like one of those progress programs where like you do good, you get another shirt. You do good, you get another shirt. You fight, you're all the way back down the next shirt. I didn't even graduate. They had to let me go because I was about to turn 19. They just called me to the office one day. They're like, "Hey, you leave in 20 days." I'm like, "What?" They're like, "Yeah, we can't hold you no more, man. You know what I mean? You're about to turn 19." I'm like, "All right."
So what did they do? They sent you to the pen, or they just kicked you out?
No, they,
Program.
they they let me go. They let me go. I had to do probation. I was out for a while, man. I was doing good again, man, and you know how it is, man. When
Yeah.
you're just you get out and you're like, I ain't never doing that again. And then you get out and then you're doing your thing, and then boom, I did a couple little fighting charges and resisting arrest and everything, nothing big. And then I got into the whole. I'm in Florida. I was down there by Fort Lauderdale. The whole pill mill thing, man. That big epidemic. I got sucked into that, man, and it was a lot. I mean, I was sucked in because of the money, man. And end up, turning into making money and then getting on them. You know what I mean? I was hooked on the pills, man, and it just really messed me up. My father died, and then I lost it. Caught 3 sale charges to an undercover, and then a robbery, and then I was on the run for a while, and then I fought my case, man, and I did my time. I got 7 years. I got blessed, man. I wrote out 2 years in the county. I was like, I ain't taking that. I ain't taking 15. I'm not taking 10. I just wrote out about 19 months. It was 19 months in the county, and I got 7 years in prison and 2 years probation when I got out. Then when I got out, I got into a fight, went back for a year and a day because I violated my probation. So
So
it's been
you sold 3 times to an undercover. Was it the same
yeah,
undercover?
yeah. So what happened was it was my buddy, and I was making all these moves. He's like, bro, it's my roommate. You know what I mean? He's like, I can't. What you're giving me, I can't give him what you're giving me. Can you just look out for him? He's a good dude. I'm like, man, I'm not really trying to mess with nobody. He's like, man, it's me. Biggest mistake right there, man. And I just trusted him. I've been. It was my boy for a year. We were making money together, and it was his roommate, but it was a cop.
Did
Because
he know?
he got knocked off, so he set
Oh,
me up. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So the first one was a sale charge, the second was a sale charge, the third we tried to get me on trafficking. I'm in the parking lot, and he's like, he wanted. I already knew everybody was getting the trafficking charges. It was by weight. It was the weight of the pill, how many pills it was. So once he asked for that certain number, that magical number, I was like, nah. I was like, hold on, bro. So I was like, I only got this much. He's like, no, I need him. I'm like, bro, what are you, a cop? He's like, bro, I just need him. I'm like, throw me the money. So he like threw me the money in like a McDonald's bag, you know what I'm saying? And I like caught it and I like threw him to him. He's like, I was like, don't come to the car, man. Don't come to the car. And I hauled ass, man. And I knew right then, you know what I mean? I went to the dude. I was like, dude, that dude's a cop, man. You know what I mean? I was like, why would you do, you know what I mean? Like, jacked him up at the gas station. And then he's like, no, I would never do that. And then I called the bondsman. I kept calling my bondsman. I'm like, what's going on? And then like, nah. And I called that one day to like, look, you need to lawyer up. And I was like, that's back when there was Metro PCI, bust the phone I threw it. And I was like, went on the run for a while. And you know what I mean? I just, I ended up getting caught, man. You know what I mean? And did my time, man.
Did they give you separate charges for each? I mean,
well, they tried to, man. They tried to give me. They were trying to stack. That's what I'm saying. Florida's so screwed up. They tried to stack them charging on me, man. And I was like, I never even had a really adult record at that point. And I'm like, 15 years. I was like, come on. I said, she's like, this is crazy. I'm like, they can't. So I got a lawyer. I'm like, they cannot do that. I said they should have arrested me after the first time. What they did is they stacked points on me, so I was eligible. They just got me on the first sale charge. I might have did 6 months in the county probation, or even if a really good lawyer, a couple years probation, drug court, something like that. Also, that was my whole arguing thing. You guys just screwed me up, man. You know what I mean? People make mistakes, so they ran them all. They charged me with all of them, but they ran them concurrent together, and you know what I mean. So,
well, they blessed you with that.
Yeah. It cost a lot of money, but I made it happen, man. You know.
See,
what I mean?
People don't see this side. They don't see this shit. You know what I mean? They don't see the dirty tricks. They don't see they could have just busted his ass at right there, taught him his lesson, tried to at least and not ruin his life. But look, they did it 3 more times, stacked the charges on purpose.
Yeah, it's the name of the game, bro. It's messed up. Like, see, my girl, she's never been locked up a day in her life, so she asked me to tell her all these stories, and I don't really like talking about it like every day, but you know, I'll have a couple of drinks and she'll ask me questions. She's like, why would they do that? I'm like, you don't understand, man. The system is crooked. You know what I mean? Like, I think the number one money maker in Florida is prison. You know what I mean? You get paid for every inmate that's in state, man. The judges, if you have a public defender, you're out the game. You got a bad charge, you got a public defender, you're out the game, man. Because the state and the public defender are in cahoots together. Everybody's in the same little, I'll give you this guy, but give me this guy. You know what I mean? It's just, you know what I mean? It's a dirty game, man.
It is.
You're
dirty.
Sitting there sweating like, oh man, you know what I mean? And like, you know, I believe, you know, you make a mistake in life, man. People make mistakes, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm not on touching kids or none of that shit. I put down on those dudes in there. I wasn't on gangster shit, but I'm like, hey, check it out, man. You know. But if you make a mistake and you get locked up, man, that's just what it is, man. Like, you shouldn't try to ruin somebody's life. You know what I mean? That's just crazy to me how they do it. I mean, they were trying to give me, when I violated for a fight, I fought a bouncer when I was on probation. I went back for a year. They were trying to give me 6 more years. I'm like, nah. I said, listen, man. I said, nah. It's just crazy. In Florida, when you get out, if you get any good behavior, I think I had I went to the box a lot, but I had maybe 4 months of good time left. You still do that on CRD or probation or whatever.
Yeah,
so you're still doing you're still doing your whole time. So what's the point of in there working and trying to, you know, you might as well just max that thing out, man. You know what I mean? And just
that is crazy that they hold the good time over your head when you leave. And probation, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, that's why I went to prison again for the second time. That's why I kept going in and out of jail. And that's why there's thousands and thousands of people that are doing life right now and on installment plan, coming in and out, in and out, in and out because of petty shit, like a petty little fight with a bouncer almost got him 6 years. And ladies and gentlemen,
not even that. Probation's made for you to fail.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly.
Even if you let's just say you move, you know, life is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you get out of prison, you're trying to figure your life out again. When I got out, I was sleeping on somebody's couch. My mom was missing. My dad was dead. I had no family. I'm starting from nothing after being in here all these years. You know what I mean? And they're like, so I was house hopping, getting on my feet, man, you know? And if you don't give them their address before you move, that's a violation right there. You know what I mean? If they just come and, he moved. Oh, you're going to jail. That's stupid stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's the system is made for you to fail, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, trust me, I know, man. I know. And it's funny, too, because they'll keep you in that shit. Look, as soon as I paid all my fines, they let me go.
Oh yeah, they want that. That's what I did this last
That's,
time. I was like,
the dude
they
called me
want that
back. He
money,
said you're
man.
released from probation. I said what?
Yeah, they want that. They want that money, man.
I felt kind of weird, man. I was like, man, my homeboys might think I told something. I swear I just paid my bills, dog. That's it. But this shit was crazy, man. It's unbelievable. When I was off, are you off yet?
Yeah. I'm off now.
I
I
bet.
got a little mishap. I'm fighting right now, but it's some petty stuff, man.
Oh,
But
okay.
you know what I mean? It shit happens, man. My whole thing right now, it's petty. I pay the lawyer stacks, man. But you know, you get pulled over in a car, man, and you got a charge in Florida, man. You know what I mean? And I got 9 conviction felonies on. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
got a bad record. They're hemming you up already. They're finding anything to mess with you. I do music, man. I'm touring all over the world. You know what I mean? I'm not out there in the street no more. I'm trying to tell him like this, and he's just in my. It was just a whole other story, man. I don't even want to talk about it because I got to get that off the.
Yeah. You're good, man. And
Yeah.
if you want, I can leave it out. You know what I mean? Just let
Yeah,
me know.
it don't
But,
matter. It don't matter. I just don't want to talk because the case is bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, uh,
well, look, man. I mean, you're in the music industry. You're in the music
Yeah.
industry, right?
Yeah.
So, how the hell did you get into that, man? I mean, was it prison? Was it what said you say? Hey, I'm taking the music route.
it started in prison, man.
Yeah.
Anybody that was in prison can vouch for this, man. You know, when you're in prison, man, like for me, right when you get to prison, it takes you the first time you go, a good 6 months just to get acclimated to what the hell is going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to know, you know what I mean? And then after you do a few years, it's like nothing. You're in there, you're just trying to go home. But you know, you have hard days. Once you are acclimated, there's beef, man. You know what I'm saying? There's shit like you get thrown in shit just unless you're like keeping your mouth closed, reading a book on your bunk, and just walking the track. You might stay out of trouble, but you know, I'm tattooing, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You know what I mean? People don't want to pay me. So there's drama. So you know, the days that were just like I'm like tired of this, man. Like I'm about to snap in here, man. I would listen to music, man, and I get my little square Sony, man, put my headphones in. I even walk the dorm. They call yard. I'm out there. I'm doing dips and pull-ups. I'm walking back and forth. You know what I mean? And music like took me out of just for that little bit of time. It took me out of prison, man. You know, I didn't think about my old lady, how she's probably with another dude, how I got this beef with this dude. Am I ever going to get out? And all this stuff that goes through your head. It just took me out of there, man. So it was so powerful. And the second time I went back, I'm like, man, I'm gonna do this, man. You know what I mean? Like I have a story to tell, like a lot of people do, but I'm gonna do this, man. And I got out. I tried to do the right thing, bro. I was working a full-time job. I got married. I was going to college at night when I wasn't working. I was an electrician, and then I was like, you know, after doing like a year of college, I was like, man, you know, this ain't gonna cut it. I was like, this ain't. Even if I max out and do the best I can, this is not what I want to do, man. You know what I mean? I just can't. I'm not gonna be happy, man. I know it. So I just packed my stuff, man, and hauled ass to the west coast of Florida. And I was doing like a little remodeling job for my buddy. He just got out of prison, and he made a lot of money in the internet business. Hit big, and so I'm working for him, you know, off the book and under the table. And then I'm like, man, you know what? This is my opportunity right here, man. So I took the money he was paying me. I bought a beat. I wrote it. I went to the studio. And when he came through to see his house we were building, I said, yo, bro, check this out, man. Just listen to this real quick. He listened. He's like, hell yeah, who's that? I'm like, that's me. He's like, no, man. I was like, bro, that's me. I said, I took the money you've been paying me, bro, and that's what I made. He's like, for real? He's like, make that shit better. I was like, and he just walked away. I was like, what the fuck?
I would have been amped, bro.
Yeah, but I was like, you know what, man? I was like, maybe he's testing me, man. You know, and so I did. I went back to the studio, man, and I made it better. I worked with another engineer and then another engineer after that, and I seen it, and he was like, hey, man, check it out. I just quit working for him. He started investing into me, man. He was paying me just to survive, like live. You know what I'm saying? Put all the money behind me. Shot a first music video. He was all behind me, man, and that's how I got into it, man. Like, he just blessed me, man. He was like, I want to see you do good, man. He's like, you got something, man. He's like, and I'm in this situation. I can bless you. He's like, I want to see what you do with it. Even though I messed it up, you know, chasing women and drinking and doing all that. And I got another investor, you know what I mean? But we're still tight to this day, man. But you know what I mean? You got to learn your lesson, man. I went through a lot of stuff, this music stuff, man, and not just that. You know, the music career is shiesty, man. It's shiesty.
Yeah.
You know, you got a lot of dudes out here, man, that
they selling their souls, dog.
They sell their soul. They're not doing what they want to do, and the ones that are doing good, not all of them. There's some really good dudes out there that are big.
You know what I mean when I say that.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of dudes out here that aren't living. They never lived that kind of life. You know what I'm saying? So when I get around them and I'm chopping it up, or I'm talking, they're like, I'm like, man, this dude's not even who he says he is in this. Like he's portraying like these people are portraying themselves in a whole other way. And then there's some really good ones that are like solid, man. That I got music coming with right now that really lived that life, or still actually kind of living that life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just, that was hard for me to take in, man, because I take my music so seriously, man. And the haters, you know how when you do YouTube, man, there's so many trolls, there's so many haters, man, and I put my heart into this, man. This is not like me getting a pen and pad and writing some rhymes, man. This is my life story. Every time you hear something, I've went through it, I'm going through it, or it's my life story. Every song, man. So when they're talking smack, I'm like, I want to just, you know what I mean? At first, I was deleting the comments, and I'm like, hold on, man, that's a comment. I'm going to leave that on there. Let them hate, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was hard for me in the beginning. You know what I mean? Now, you know what I mean? It's just, it is what it is, man.
Hey, it gives you it makes you a tough skin, man. I tell you what.
You got to have it, though, man.
Look, that was one good thing that I was looking forward to having you on. I was like, at least he's gonna be used to the trolls. You know, he's in the industry.
Have them, man.
Yeah, and look, this is the thing. I thought I was tough skinned until I seen the comment section being a YouTuber. I was like, oh, yeah, my hairline.
They'll tear you up, man. They'll tear you up. When I first started doing this, man, a couple people had me, and it was a couple of the same people that just kept, every time I would do something, would come. I'm like, why do you keep? I would get so mad, and finally I messaged him, and then that's what he's like, dude, don't do that, man. You look weak, and I'm like, dude, I'm out here. This dude's trying me. He's like, nah, man. He's like, this is the internet. You got to just understand. You can't respond to that shit, man. And I'm like, so I had to learn, man. But you know what I mean? Now I laugh at it. I laugh at the trolls. I'm like, aren't you so miserable? Look how miserable you are in your life. You had to get on here and shit on mine, man.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, I know. Yeah, it's endless, man. It's endless.
It is, man.
Well, when you're into the whole music industry, man, you know, a lot of people don't live that life, like you said, you know what I mean? And you know, that if I was in that kind of field, you know what I mean? And I just wouldn't feel right rapping or making music about my past the whole time, because it's kind of a lie, you know what I mean? Or not only my past, or, you know, like, I don't know if I'm like nowadays I don't carry a gun everywhere I go, so or I'm not doing crazy things with guns. But hey, if I like guns, I'll start talking about Call of Duty or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like
on my phone, bro.
Yeah, it's hard as hell for me to understand how people can rap about a bunch of stuff that they don't do. You know what I mean? Or never did.
People are chasing money, man, for the wrong reasons. You know what I mean?
And that's all it is, man. They're just
my whole thing is. You know, I do every kind of music, man. I'll sing country, like straight country. I'll do country pop. I'll sit there and straight rap. I like to infuse. I love all different kinds of music, man. So
that's awesome.
I'm not really set in any kind of genre. I do love the country rap because I was growing up on country and I love rap. You know what I mean? So I do that a lot. But you know, these dudes are doing it because they're chasing the money. And when I did it, when I said, you know what, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it right. And I'm going to be real about it. And if it doesn't work, well, then I'm a hustler. I'll find something else that I can find a passion behind. And all I did, man, at first I didn't want to tell all the stories about me being addicted on drugs and being in prison and screwing over people and, you know, just shit in my life, man. You know what I mean? But when I did, the impact from people are like, they're like, wow, man, so many people relate with it because so many people go through it, but nobody really wants to talk about that. Everybody wants to, I got the money, man. I'm out here, man. You ain't doing it like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, man, I was in the prison. I was in the chain gang. You know what I mean? I was hooked on pills. You know what I'm saying? I was screwing people over, man, left and right. You know what I mean? And that's not my verses, but that's just, you know, and that's not all my music, but a lot of it is, man, because that's a big part of my life, man, the mistakes I made. And, you know, I look at it like this, man. You know why I love this music game is because it's very hard, and I like competition. Man.
Yeah.
There's something that happened to me when I was in prison. You get blessed with certain kind of skills when you go to prison. Like I can walk into a room and I can just peep people. I can just look at people and their aura, man, and be like, that dude's on drugs. This dude's a buster. This dude's about to steal something. You know what I mean? Like I can just, you just get that. You can talk to somebody. You can, you know what I mean? So, I put all this in my music, and you know, it's to the point, man, where I was like, I wanted to do this, man, real. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to do it real, and if I wasn't gonna do it real, I wasn't gonna do it. And back to what I was saying, like the fight, in getting things from prison, like when I used to go to prison, and you don't ever get comfortable in prison because you don't know when you're gonna get shipped, get into a fight, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That was the number one rule I learned in prison: don't get comfortable. I always like the competition. You know what I mean? If I'm in a dorm with somebody that's the best tattoo artist, I'm still getting work, man. Because you know what? I'm gonna make sure I draw some raw patterns and I'm getting work. I might do it a little cheaper, or I might do it for Canteen. I'm not doing it for, you know, whatever, but I'm getting it. And that's like the music game. The music game is so hard. These people got all this money, and they're the people, they click up and all this stuff. And I like the pressure, man. I like the pressure because it motivates me to say, you know what? Watch, man. You know what I mean? Like I don't even write my songs. I don't write my songs until the night before I go into the studio. And it's kind of crazy, but I like that pressure, man. You know what I mean? Like I like to say, if I don't write this song right now, this is fresh, tomorrow I'm recording it, then guess what, the song's not getting recorded. You know what I mean? I like that. I like to be the guy that's, you know,
I understand completely, man.
I love it, man. You know what I mean? That's just something that motivates me to keep doing this, man. Is it? You know what I mean? And even when this shit's grown, bro, in 2 years, a lot, man. I pay my bills off this. I was working every day and doing this at night. It was crazy. You know what I mean? When I lost that first investor, and you know, now, you know, my bills are paid. I'm not rich, but I'm living decent, man. You know what I'm saying? Off my music, man. So it's really motivated me, but still, I'm still hungry because, you know what I mean? I know what I can do. And even when I get to the next level, I'm still going to be hungry. Yeah. Because there's always somebody better than you. I like to be that person that's looking to the next person like, I'm coming, bro. I'm coming. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be like that. You know what I mean?
And you know what? You're going to be surprised how many people just need to hear that right now. You know what I mean? They need to hear that shit. You know, and that's very inspirational, and that's how I look at a lot of things. You know what I mean? There's a lot of fields that I jumped into that we're doing. It's almost impossible, you know what I mean, to get ahead in that field, but I did, you know what I mean? And I said to myself, mark my freaking words, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? And I think that's all.
You got a good channel now. Before I even Matt even told me about your channel, I already was subscribed to your channel, man, because you know, I did a couple interviews on a couple other people's things, man. I seen yours and I was like, this dude's got a good vibe to him, man, you know? And I was watching. Who would have thought you would have been doing this, bro? You know what I mean?
I know, it's amazing, ain't it?
It is, bro. And that's my whole thing, man. And you know, we didn't really talk before this interview. We just freestyled this, but you know, my thing, man, is there's so many people, man, that are in hard spots, man, and I've been there, and you've been there, and the key to life, man. I promise you, man, I'm being real. I'm not just saying it's gonna be easy, but if you find something that you're truly passionate about, man, and no matter what happens, man, I'm talking about, you go back to jail, it doesn't matter, and you keep doing it, you will succeed on some level, man. I promise you. And that's something I learned in my life with this music right here, is because everybody was like, "Oh, man, you've been locked up. You were you're gonna be a country singer, a rapper." Okay, Seth. I'm like, yeah, man, I am. You know, that's what I want to do, and I put everything into it. I even went to jail one time for driving unsuspended. I was like, bro, post these videos. I'm making phone calls, and then I'm like, bro, post this video. Act like I'm not in here. Kept my thing going. Got out and made 3 videos back to back, and just kept my thing going. I didn't get discouraged, or, you know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do, man. You know what I mean? You got to just get it, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's important, man.
I told people, I said, yeah, I'm doing YouTube. They're like, shut up, man. Like, YouTube.
Yeah.
2 years later, what up? I'm a YouTuber. It's amazing, man. It is amazing. It is amazing.
The YouTube game's hard, too, man.
It is.
Anybody out there that wants to start it, man, you know,
It is, man.
The great thing about it is anybody can do it.
You could just turn up and
that's the
go.
great thing about it.
Yeah.
But the only thing that's hard about it is you got to be genuine, and you have to bust your ass. Man.
Consistency
24/7
is
job.
key, my
you
friend.
have to content, and not just stupid content. Speak to people, man.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing, you know what I mean. That's the key, and it will grow, man. It's YouTube is a great thing. YouTube opened the doors for my music, man. You know what I mean? Like
it's an amazing thing, man. I've learned a ton from YouTube. You know what I mean? Regardless of whatever happens in the future, I still can honestly say I have learned a lot from this damn platform. This was a good one, man. It was very inspirational. I mean, let me ask you this: what the hell? How'd you get your first tattoo gun in prison?
That's funny, bro. So when I was in county, I was like, when I got my time, I said, you know what? I don't give a damn. My whole body's tatted. I said, I'm not leaving. I said, if I got this time, I'm gonna at least leave. I'm leaving tatted.
Dude,
up.
you sound just like me, man.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm listening to myself, man.
Because I was like, I had to make a positive out of it. I was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna get wet up, man. I'm getting wet up. I don't give a damn. I went to jail about 4 times doing this, man, and getting tattooed. So when I went there, I've always drawn. I can draw really good, man, really good, portraits and all. So, but I never tattooed. So I went in there. Right when I hit the pound, man, I got my first sack. I got my little deodorant, a little bowl, my cup, a couple soups. I gave the rest of that to that tattoo man. I said, hey, dude, I want to get inked up. He sleeved me up right here, right? So they end up shipping me from the annex because in Florida, bro, you can go to a work camp with 10 years. So I was only in that compound for not that long. They shipped me to the work camp, and I was like, damn, man, like no one's doing nothing at no work camp, man. I want to be over there where the inks get long. You know what I mean? So I was like, damn. So I was like, you know what? I might as well. If I'm gonna go to jail, I might as well. So I got. If I'm gonna go to jail, I'm gonna go to jail for a good reason.
Yeah.
So I lied. I got my boy's little blue brawn razor. I was like, I watched him how he put it together, stretching the springs, doing this, shaking this shit up, put it in the dryer, throwing it to this thing. Making the ink, burn the soot and all that.
Yeah.
I did it all, and got my first little. I call him a victim. Because I scarred him.
That's where I'm leading you here. That's the whole reason why I asked you about it.
Yeah, I scarred his ass up, man. I feel so bad for that dude. If I ever see him, man, I gotta look out for him, man. I dug him up, and I ended up going to jail for tattoo paraphernalia. Went back over there, and then I was over there for a while because my custody. I just got there and I went to the box, so my custody. So I was over there at the main unit for a while, and I got a couple more tattoos. And then my homeboy that I knew over there, he's like, bro, let me just show you. So he kind of gave me the game on the layers and how to shade and all this. It's similar to drawing, but not. So I went back over there and I just I got better and better and better to the point where I was like, I found a fire tattoo artist. I'm like, bro, what's up? Let's trade piece for piece. So over the years, I got piece for piece where I would see somebody that's just really raw and I pay him and I'm like, dude, I need you to do this piece on me. And you know what I mean? Tattooing and music was my life in prison, man. And working out. I was big on working out. Not so much no more, man. I'm so busy. I need to hit the gym, man. Coronavirus screwed me up, man. I gained about 15 pounds and I'm not eating food.
I lost a lot of weight, and then I just said, screw it. I started eating freaking this barbecue place by my house every damn day. I was like, man, it went downhill fast again.
Yeah, man.
Hey, look, all right. The first tattoo that I ever did, I watched a guy do it. I gleaned everything off of just watching. No one told me how to do it. I just watched. And then I bought my first tattoo motor. Oh, shit. Oh, this thing popped up. I bought my first tattoo motor for a carton of cigarettes. A carton. That was like $50, $60 back then when I was first in prison. And which was a lot of money for a damn motor later on down the road, what I found. I feel like it got me a little bit. But anyways, I got the motor. I got everything set up. And the needle, I had everything perfect. The only thing I didn't know to do was sharpen the damn thing. The spring, right? So
you gotta put in that eraser and that emery board.
Man, I scarred myself up so bad. I had a layer of scab across my arm. It was It was so bad, man. And then you know,
God forbid for a shakedown, you're all scarred up. You're trying to like turn
they would
which
have
way.
been, they would have been like, man, we ain't gonna put you away for that bullshit. Your ass already learned your lesson. But yeah, I mean, was there ever any situations where tattooing kind of got a little out of hand? Like you might have been worried a little bit. I know I did.
You know, I got shipped for establishing a relationship with the food service girl, man. They broke my rib, busted me up, sent me to confinement. They air traded me for about 4 days, man. And finally, they shipped me out of there. They shipped me all the way. I was in the Panhandle. They shipped me all the way to Miami to Everglades prison.
And what were you doing for what?
Establish a relationship. So me and the chick, you know, she was like 21. You know what I mean? She was bringing me cigarettes. We were messing around and shit. You know what I'm saying? Inmates got, you know, hating like they always do, man. Dropped a kite. Next thing you know, they came in there, jacked me up, bammed me up, man, and took me to the box, man. They air traded me for about 3-4 days, man. You know what I mean? Put the tray in there. You know, they put the cover in the tray. The camera's going down the bay. They put it in there. I'm like, what the? I'm like, man. They're like, we're gonna spray you. I'm like, man, you know what? So I ate it, man. Thank God I knew a runaround. He slid peanut butter jellies under the door, so I'm surviving somewhat. And they shipped me to Miami. Man. Yeah, they shipped me to Miami, and right when I got there, I was like, they sent me to a prison that was mainly populated black dudes. You know what I mean? And the white dudes that were there were soft as hell. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm like, God, I was like, this is some bullshit, man.
Yeah,
man. So I go there. I happen to know a couple of the dudes from the other camp, though. So I was straight. He's like, Psycho, what's up, man? They call me Psycho in prison.
Well, that's a good name to have.
Yeah. So they're like, Psycho, what's up, man? They're like, Psycho, what's up? They're like, I got a motor for you. I'm like, all right. So he ends up going to jail the next day, man. So this, I forget what he was, man. He was some Mexican gang, man. He wasn't, I think it was like Strese or something. Like, I don't know what he was, man. So he gives me the motor, right? And he's like, bro, just ink me up. You can have this motor. I'm in the dorm with him. So I get like almost all the tattoo done. He goes to jail for some gang stuff on the yard. So I'm like, hey, man, I was like, everybody's like, you pretty much did that tattoo, man. Just keep that. So I'm like, all right. So his brothers run up in the dorm darn yard, and they're like trying to put down on me. They're like, hey, man, straight up, that's our brother's motor. If you don't run on all of us, you know what time it is. And I was like, here we go. I was like, first of all, man, I said, this is my. I stood up off my bunk. I was like, this is mine, bro. He's like, you don't understand. So I took the motor and I went, ah! I threw it. I said, so what's up, man? Fuck that motor. What's up? And they were like, all right, you gonna get yours. You gonna get yours. And they just dipped out, man. And nothing happened, man. You know what I mean? But they were trying to put down on me for the tattoos, man. But
that's an okie doke, man. They try to get you.
Yeah, I never gangbanged. I wasn't affiliated at all, man. But I stood in the paint whenever I had to, man, and I tattooed. And the great thing about being a tattoo artist is you're cool with a lot of people because everybody wants a tattoo. So if anybody tries to, I can't fight 20 people, man, but I'm gonna go in the paint no matter what. But people are gonna have my back, man. You know what I mean? From other, or just neutral people or people that I really mess with in the set or. You know what I mean? So I had a lot of love, man.
It's funny. Man, this is just a crazy interview. You just remind me of something I used to say. I got into a few situations with some gang members, man, because I wasn't banging either, man. I was by myself, I tattooed all the time, and I just got along with a lot of people. And I remember I talked some shit, and one of my lines was, 20 of them could beat me up, but I bet 5 of them want a tattoo. Those 5 are like, nah, bro, just leave him alone, man.
That's facts, man. That's facts right there, man. You know what I mean?
And look,
everybody wants. I don't care who you are, man. If you're good at tattooing, everybody wants a tattoo in prison, man. You know what I mean? And plus, if you're not a coward and you kind of stand, you're a real dude, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I you know what I got a lot of fights over? The phone.
Yeah, God, man. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it wasn't about, and I was patient with people, man, because I know people go through things and you could dial back. You could hit it back, but at least be respectful of me and be like, hey, Psycho, man, I'm going to hit back, man. I'm going through some shit with my girl. That's all cool, bro, but I still need to reach out home. I'm waiting. I'm sitting right here in the day room, man. Just let me know, all right? And when they just keep going back and not saying nothing, I got to go. That's prison, man.
Yeah.
If one person walks all over you, man, everybody's going to, so you got to make an example, man. It's just what it is.
Damn right, man. That's horrible, man. Those bring back a lot of memories too. A lot of sitting back looking like I'm about to kill this fool right now if he don't get off that phone.
I know, man.
I'm about to kill him.
I try to tell people, man, that people that have been in prison, it's a different world, man. It's a world inside of a world. And when you leave there, when you do a lot of time, I got into that fight, went back to prison, man, because dude was running his mouth, and I'm like, when you're in prison, someone's running their mouth. They're either trying to check in or it's going down. You know what I mean? So it's like people out here. That's why I don't really go out like that no more, man. Because people run their mouth to try to show out in front of females or whatever, and I'm not on it, man. You know what I mean? If you come, look, my whole thing is, if you come in my arm's distance, I'm banging you up, man. Because I feel like you're you know what I mean? Like, I gotta protect myself, man. Dude, that's just how my mind is out here, man. Like, you can talk shit all you want, and I won't even. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever, bro. Don't come over here with that bullshit if you want to, bro. It's gonna be a bad day for you, man.
Yeah.
And then you come in that arm's distance. I get, you know what I mean. That's what every man should do. You know what I mean. But I try not to go out no more, man, because people run their mouth too much, and you know what I mean. And half them dudes never even been in no real stuff, man. You know what I mean. So it's like, I get it. Y'all just trying to show out and trying to get laid, but I'm out here trying to make money and change my life, bro. I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? I bang you up really hard, man. I'm going away for a long time, man. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they're gonna remember everything you did in the past. That's for sure. And that's probably why I don't go out as much, man. You know, I'd say
double, man.
I think becoming married saved my life, man, because
me too, man. My old lady.
You know what I mean? If it wasn't for her, man, I'd still be at the clubs and all that shit, man. So, and that shit does nothing but breed penitentiary.
Yeah, man. And it's a crazy thing I got going on right now, Death, man, is right when you can never put prison behind you, bro, but it's a crazy thing I'm going through right now, man, and just like show what type of dude I am. About 3 months ago, a dude. So all my music is released everywhere. So you know how you had the little MP3s in prison? I don't know if they had them when you're in there, but
they had something. Yeah, they had
MP3. They just had it when I was leaving 4 years ago. So this dude, wife hits me up. He's like, bro, I'm doing life in prison in Washington. He's like, your music, everybody's bumping your music, and you're on the hot list or whatever he was saying. He's like, bro, one of my songs is Rebel Road. I wrote that about being in prison and out here and trying to make the wrong choices about going back to prison. He's like, bro, that shit moved me. He's like, bro, I'm doing life without parole. I've been in here 12 years. He's only like 30 something years old. He's like, man, I wrote all these songs. I want to fund it. And I want you to write the songs for me, bro, since I can't be out there. And I want you to be the face of it. So I talked to this dude from prison. I talk to him every day. He started a company, Design Convictions, man. Big shout out to them if they're watching, man. It just motivates me, man, to see somebody in there doing that. I have an EP coming out. He paid for every studio time. I took his lyrics and I helped him and turned it into songs like what he was saying. I got a feature with Bubba Sparks coming on that. I got another huge feature. I don't want to say because it's in the works right now. The EP's gonna be done in a couple weeks, but this dude's doing big things, man. Paid $10,000 for a documentary about his life, man. I'm in it. We got a bunch of pretty big people in it. He's making moves in prison and moved me, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, because you don't really see that. You know what I mean? I'm like, this dude's in prison doing life, man. And
makes you wonder how. How's he?
Because he's got his wife doing it all, man. His wife Cecilia, she's on the outs, and he legitimately does everything from the phone, and it's amazing, man. So it really moved me, bro. So I was like, man, you know what? I'm down, bro. It's a 6-song EP, bro, and it's coming out, man. It's called Free Taylor, man. And I really pushed hard on this, man, because things like that, man. I'm big on prison reform, bro. And you know what I mean? People getting out, and I feel like we get set up, man. We're in there, man. We get set up, man. You get out, you get $50, $100, whatever they give you in each state, and they're not worried about you. They don't a place to go, nothing, man. You know what I mean? And like as I get bigger, that's what I'm starting a nonprofit, man, just for that. You know what I mean? Because it's like I want to help people. If someone would have had that and helped me, bro, I wouldn't have went through the shit. I wouldn't have went back to prison. You know what I mean? I would have been on, I feel like, a different path, like truly try to help people, man. Like, you know what I mean? And there ain't nothing like that. I don't know where you're at, but in Florida, there ain't nothing. There's halfway houses and shit, but that's halfway bullshit too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like
It's painting an image that they're doing something, man. That's it.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
exactly. You know what I mean?
It's the veil. I call it the veil. Once everyone sees past the veil, then you see the bullshit.
Exactly.
And I said that in a video just a couple days ago, man. I believe most of the people, they just go back to the pen because they don't have nothing to fight for. They have nothing and no hope.
Think about it like
nothing,
this.
man.
You gotta think about it like this, dude. I went back not because of that, but I almost went back for bad doing wrong again,
and
because if you ain't got nothing and no one wants to give you a job,
you make stupid choices, man.
You make stupid choices because what are you supposed to do as a man? You gotta make something happen, man. You probably got kids out here. Your baby mama's complaining about child support. You just got out. You got nowhere. You got to do something. And I feel for people that go back on that, man. And that's why I want to start this nonprofit, man, because that's nonsense, man.
Yeah.
I've met the most talented people in my whole entire life in prison, man. Singers, rappers, basketball players, artists, everything, man. You know what I mean? And some of them are back on just bad luck, man. So, you know, that's why I'm moved, man. To just how I was moved to make music. I'm moved. I really am, man. To create something, and I might do it with somebody else. It might be somebody like you down there. You know what I mean? Who knows? But I'm making this, man, and that's why I'm working with Design Convictions, because that's what he's doing, and he's in prison, serving life in prison. It moved me, man. It really moved me, man. I got the phone with that dude, and I teared up, bro. I was like, damn, man, because when you're out here, you kind of forget.
Yeah.
Damn, I've been out here for like 4 years. This dude's about to do count time right now. You know,
for the rest of his fucking life.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like that shit moved me. I'm like, and he's in there, keeping his head positive, and he's doing that, man. I was like, I'm obligated. I have to do this. You know what I mean? And it actually can't. It turned out it's gonna be a really dope project, man. Like we got Bubba Sparks. Like I said, we're doing. I already recorded the song. We're doing the video. I got another big feature, man.
You gonna try to throw him in the video in some way, in any kind of videos?
Yeah,
that would be dope as hell, man.
Yeah, I'm going to do a video of Bubba Sparks. I already did a song with Struggle Jennings about 6 months ago. So on this EP, he paid for the Bubba Sparks feature. You know what I'm saying? His wife's out there working and hustling. They got this business going. So
I've been trying to get old Struggle in there, man. You need to holler at him.
Yeah. He's busy, man. Like,
I bet.
He made me fly all the way to Tennessee just to do the music video with him.
I fly out there. Oh,
yeah, man. He's a good dude, man. Yeah,
he does. He definitely looks like a good guy, man. It seems like a good
guy. He's been through it though. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's why I wanted to do a song with him. I don't really have that many features. I wanted to make sure I made a name for myself. Like I wasn't doing a feature until I had a million views on YouTube, my own music. So once I hit that, I was like, I want to do a feature, and then I linked up with him, and he's been through it, man. He was out there selling drugs. He went to prison. He's got a huge career. So it was really cool to do something with him, man. It's just part of my journey, man. You know what I'm saying? Now Bubba Sparks, and I got this other feature I want to tell y'all so bad, man, but I just can't do it because I don't want to, you know.
Well, what about the guy that's in the pen? Are you gonna try to get him like images of him in like a video or something? That would be pretty dope.
Yeah. So the last song I'm recording, Monday. I haven't even written it yet, but he sent me his lyrics. I'm gonna rewrite it. I record Monday, so when it's gonna be the beginning of the EP, he already recorded it. He just sent me his voice today, so it's gonna be like
that's awesome.
Calling from prison, and he's gonna start rapping through the phone in prison, and then I'm gonna come in and do the song.
Oh, it's gonna be like an intro, kind of.
Yeah, bro. It's a really
sweet,
cool
man.
project, man. You know what I mean? Like to be able to work with somebody in there like that, man. That he's still going through it, man. You know what I mean? I talk to him, and I talk to him every day, man.
Dude, this right here is giving him life, doing life in prison, man.
Yeah, he told me, bro. He's like, thank you. He thanks me every day, man. And it's you know, I ain't doing it to get no clout or nothing. I did it because you know, it's something cool. You know what I mean? That I've even over these couple years I've built my name and my views and my followers up like that. So for him to even that song to get to him in prison, and then this whole thing even happened, bro. It's really cool, man. You know
it's
what I mean?
Almost like it was planned out, huh?
Yeah, man. It's pretty dope, bro.
Yeah,
pretty dope.
It is, man. It's crazy how we meet people, man, in life. I've met so many people, interesting people on this YouTube, man. It's unbelievable. I can go to so many states right now and probably have a place to stay. You know what I mean? Yeah. Off of all the wonderful people I've had on here, man. Well, look, we didn't talk too much about the penitentiary, man. When did you say that's going to be releasing? Do you have a release date?
The EP, yeah,
Yeah.
it comes out. It comes out. We haven't got an exact release date, but it comes out about I say about 3-4 weeks. Three
Oh,
four
okay.
weeks. I do a last song in a month. I'm gonna do a promo video. And I want to get one. I want to try to get this Bubba Sparks music video or this other feature. So right when it drops, I got a music video with a feature off the EP. It's a lot of this. As you know what you do, man. It's really it's a 24/7 job, man. I'm
It
up
is.
all
People
hours
don't think so, but
I'm
it
up
is.
all hours of the night making phone calls, doing this, running around, writing songs, I'm always on the phone. And then you got to spend time with your family. You can't just exclude them. So I took my family ice skating this morning,
That's
busting
awesome.
my ass.
Yeah, I seen a picture of that on Instagram. Yeah.
Busting my ass, man.
I skated in Florida.
Yeah, but it's a 24 hours, man, a day, man. It's a lot, man. But I love it, and good things are coming out of it, and I'm busting my ass to get this out there. It's gonna get out there in a few weeks, man. And then you know what? You just keep going. It's gonna be the next thing. It's like what you do. It's this. You got to keep going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the hardest part is knowing that that's when it turns into a job. Is when you realize you gotta keep it fresh. You gotta keep it going.
You got to, man. You can't just do one good video and be like, oh, I did it, bro. I did it.
Yeah.
You gotta and then you always want to. Me, I like being. I'm hard on myself, man. I like to put myself like, man, you could have did better than that, bro.
Yep.
Next time, do better. So I always try to go to the next level each project I do, man.
I like that, man. I like that shit.
It's yeah, man. It's my life now, man. You know what I mean? It's just what
that's amazing. And you're pretty much your own boss for the most part. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
What? Okay, look, man. I gotta have you back on. Talk a little more about prison. Maybe you come back on for part 2 when you drop your EP and tell people a little bit more about that. And
I'm down, bro. Maybe we can set up something, bro. We'll do we'll talk a little bit about prison.
That's what. I mean? Yeah, I want to dive into the prison scene a little more in the next one.
You know what I can do? I can maybe set up a call with Taylor from prison.
Hey,
so while
that'd be amazing, man.
Yeah, I'll set it up while we do a live call, man, from prison. He's in Washington doing live, man, and keep it real, man. So I'll have him call and we'll do something really good, man.
You're damn right, man, for sure.
We'll do some crazy war stories or some.
Yeah. Line them up. But look, anytime for this part 2 and hear more about that EP. But
good, Bubba.
If you were to say, man, just to give the people a little advice or wisdom before you leave, what's the key, man? What's the key to staying the hell out of trouble? What's the key?
I can't tell. I'm gonna tell you what I do. I'm gonna tell you what I do, man, and because I'm an addict and I'm always gonna be an addict, man. I love getting high. I love getting high. Life is stressful. That's what I think about, man. So, the key for me to staying out of jail, man, is no matter how close you are with somebody, man. And this is, I hope if you're watching this, I'm not gonna say your name, but if you're watching this, I'm sorry. No matter how close you are with somebody, and you grew up with them, man. If you got that feeling in your heart, man, that you're gonna get roped off and you're gonna get in trouble messing with somebody or a crowd or whatever, just stay the hell away, man. And you have to find something that makes you happy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like this music, even though it's very stressful, life is stressful. All right, you gotta man up. Music makes me happy, man. And I believe everybody has a talent, man. And if you just stay away from the people that are gonna set you up, that ain't gonna be there for you when you're locked up, you know what I mean? And you set yourself up on something, it doesn't matter what it is, man. And you focus on that, man. I promise you, man, if you just keep that in mind, you know, it's inevitable, man. You're destined for success, bro. You know what I mean? And I truly believe that. You know, I'm walking proof, man. Trust me, I was the biggest mess. I was the biggest screw up ever, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I strongly believe that as well, man. You dedicate yourself to something that you love. Hey, I believe you're going to success or exceed in it in some way, shape, or form. It might not be skyrocket to the moon, but hey,
it's success, man.
It's success in what you love, and that's all that matters.
It's the law of attraction, bro.
That's all there is to it, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate the little bit of wisdom before you leave, man. Tell the people where they can find you. You got anything, any kind of social media?
Man, you guys can go on YouTube, Seth Anthony. Go on YouTube, Seth Anthony. Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, Seth Anthony CM. That's it. Seth Anthony, and it'll pop up any platform, man. Y'all look out, man. Go check out the videos, man. I got a lot of videos. If you'll notice, a lot of them are influenced from me being in prison. So yeah, man, go check it out. Seth Anthony.